Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The first thing that is popping in the news, I am very disappointed. Disappointed in the results of the 100 meter for men that was won by LYLES from the United States. And the fact that the Jamaican Kishane Thompson, he pretty much gave LYLES that race. I am not disappointed in him, Kishane Thompson I am speaking about. I am very disappointed for him because this was supposed to be the surest gold medal probably in the history of the Olympics. Disappointed for him in that there is no guarantee when it comes to track and field, when it comes to injuries, when it comes to a next opportunity at the Olympics that is going to be in 4 years from now. A whole lot of things can happen. And even though he is not in his prime, there is no guarantee. This could be the best race that he has ever run in the rest I'm career. That is just how sports is. Sometimes you peak early, sometimes you peak right, sometimes you peak late. This youth, without a shadow of a doubt, is very gifted. This youth, if all being well, should get a next opportunity to win many more medals in a regular event, World Championship, and also the Olympics, which will be the next 4 years from now. What I'm also disappointed in is the person that won. Yes, we saw that the United States, most news media, specifically in America, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, said that the Americans would sweep the sprints. We see that they were wrong. In the 100 meter for women, wrong. In the 4x4 mixed relay. However, the person that they are touting to be the face of sprint, LYLES, for some reason he won. For some reason he is the person that they want, meaning as the face of track and field. And people, don't get it twisted. Kishane Thompson is very good. However, he is not the outgoing, flamboyant person that they feel should be the face of track and field. Them call him the world's fastest man. The world's fastest man right now in a track and field would be Kishane Thompson. Based on his time, 9.77 at the trials in Jamaica, Kingston to be specific. However, here is the criteria. You have to prove it when it matters most, meaning World Championship. LYLES did that, meaning Olympics. LYLES did it again, beat by default. So let's talk about the picture that we did not want to see, specifically Jamaicans. Is LYLES being braggadocious, boasting off, saying that he had predicted it all along, as if it could not have went any other way. More importantly, let's talk about the picture that everybody saw, the photo finish that was differentiated by, I think, 0.05 second. So that is 0.05 of 1 second. That means a hair thin. There's been a whole bunch of stuff out there that people are saying Kishane Thompson get robbed and America buy it out from the Olympic Committee and Kishane foot or whatever went over the line before him. Now here's the thing about science and replay photo finish. Science, not science as in Obia. Technology, they have way to get it right. They have way to replay. They have way to look from different angles. So if you notice, when you're watching sports and you see a finish, photo finish, whether a race horse or a track and field, sprints as in the sprint at 100 meter. If you look from different angle, it might look like different people win. But at the end of the day, what the system or the technology does is that it looks from all angles and then it makes a determination in a split seconds. Now here's the thing. Had Jamaica, meaning officials, not these track and field analysts that we see on YouTube, and again, people can stick to their opinion. It looks like Kishane win from some angle, so I understand it is justified why people would think the way that they think. But Jamaican authority, meaning the track and field body at the from Jamaica that was there to represent these athletes, they have the option to contest whatever result was there. I am sure that they went over it with a fine-tooth comb, and I am sure that when the people that gave out results and them come to the conclusion, they had to agree. We saw that they had a couple of conferences after the race, and they said, yes, America, LYLES came first. Yes, Kishane Thompson come second. And yes, the next American come third. So therefore, it is a foregone conclusion. There is no sort of appeal. The decision is not pending. So therefore, the results are the result. Just like when the jury talk, what they say is final. However, there is no appeal, there is no appellate board, there is no privy council, there is no sort of retrial. This is final. Everybody gets their medal and everybody goes home with the result that they got. Truth is this. The Americans, them know how to win. They are not going to throw away any sorts of races, with the exception of the track and field relay 4x1, 4x4. We've seen that they've had many blunders. So therefore, they are not perfect as it pertains to this. However, when it comes to the sprints, 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter, especially when they have the experience as a LYLES, being in the big meets, always competed, always finished mostly at the top, especially of lately. You cannot slip up, you cannot freeze up, you cannot cramp up, you cannot finish the race, you cannot get anxious. You have to have the stamina, you have to have the showmanship and deliver when it most matters. And that is the advantage that LYLES had over Kishane Thompson. Not that he is faster by any stretch of the imagination, because that is not a fact. People are going to say, well, LYLES won in the Olympics, him won in the World Championship. So yes, he has the gold medals to prove it. So that would make him the person that they are going to say is the fastest man on the planet, which would be Usain Bolt. However, Usain Bolt is not competing presently. So therefore, it is now LYLES versus Kishane Thompson. If you notice, LYLES, don't know if he was nervous. I am sure that he was nervous because he was going up against a big competitor in a Kishane. So therefore, automatically, he was going to be nervous. However, when they put on this light show, pre-show before the actual race, I start for hold my head, I start to say, it is going to be advantageous to the Americans because they are big race. They are not going to be frightened or shook by the bright lights and all the escapades that were going on. As it pertains to Kishane Thompson, don't think that he was ready for this. Because the truth and the fact is that, yes, this youth has talent. God-given and everything in practice, him work hard just like everybody else to deserve that gold medal. It should have been his without a shadow of a doubt. Even nowadays, if he was truthful, would say, you know, so that boy are fast than me just lucky. Me just get him whenever it counts, and people, that is the word. It counts when it counts. So that delay or that show, which was epic, the best pre-show I have ever seen for any sorts of 100 meter in any sorts of era, in any sorts of Olympics. You notice the women did not get that. However, this is why the 100 meter is prestigious. This is why this is called the Blue Ribbon event. The biggest event. When you win that, you are the man in the Olympics, point blank and period. If you notice, Kishane Thompson, him have good starts. And what he has even more is power and the finish. He is always the knee lift, the perfect knee lift, the perfect strides. Not going to say Noah Lyles is stronger than him at the finish. However, in this race he was, and the reason was because of this. When Kishane realized that he was leading in stride pattern, and this is not me as any sort of expert, this is based on what he said. Him become anxious, him start to rush the race. And whenever you rush the race, you get tense. Your body, your arm, you are not as fluid. You are not as comfortable. So therefore you start to cramp up. Your strides start to get shorter. And while your strides are getting shorter and you are accelerating slower, the next person is blazing like a mad bat out of hell. Not a good way this time. So him catch him right on the line. Let me explain something to you about the Americans. Like I said, they will lose a race, but they won't give away a race. You are not going to dip them on the line. Based on what I hear, it is not if your toe pass a line first, or your knee, or your ankle, or your elbow. It is the upper torso, your torso, meaning anything from the chest to your neck, to your face, to your forehead, to your tongue, wherever. It has to be one of those. Don't know if the rule has changed since then. That is a rule that I know. Maybe if it changed, let me know in the comment section. One of the things that I realize about the Jamaican team and the Jamaican athletes, when them see the line and them think say them are going to win, them start to beat them chest. And this is not the case in this case. But my point is that I have seen it on many, many occasions. These people, them are going to dip on the line. Them are going to dive over the line. Them are going to boom flick over the line. Them are going to drop, lick out them teeth, bust them forehead, chip up them knee and ankle and everything. They are not going to make you do anything to beat them when them see that finish line. Jamaican people have a tendency, is as if when them see the finish line, them either cramp up, them either slow down, them either start to beat them chest. Then the next thing you know, Smaddy run past you. That is exactly what took place. And it took place because Kishane Thompson, he is inexperienced. The best athlete out there by far. The winning time, 9.79, is not his fastest personal best. Is not his season's best. So therefore, Noah Lyles had to do more than or better than his season best, which was at the time his personal best, which was 9.81. Kishane Thompson, his time was 9.77. So therefore, if he did his personal best, he would have won the race. Had he not cramped up, had he not lost his stride pattern, then he would have won that race. But as it stands right now, Noah Lyles and the picture that we've seen And the thing that broke everybody's heart in Jamaica is that we did not want him to win because we know that we could not stomach his celebration, his braggadocious ways, and people, we had to see it. Now here's the thing now, people, that kind of ticks me off. And ever since the sprint started, I got up every day, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Late session again, 12 to 3 or 4 or whatever the time is, depending on the schedule. However, I've seen so many disappointments in this Jamaican team, whether it is by injury. Sometimes you cannot stop that. That is a part of the track and field. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes injury just pull up and you can't do nothing, literally. If we look, we see Shelly-Ann Fraser 100 meter that we thought would have been at least a podium finish, whether gold, silver, or bronze. I doubt that she would have beaten that girl from, what's her name? Alfred. Would have been tossed up between she and Shakira Richards. But when I heard that Shericka Jackson had pulled out, I said our best chance would have been Shelly-Ann Fraser. Either one of those two would have been contestants for one of those 3 medals, gold, silver, or bronze. So disappointment when the 200 meter sprinter pulled out, Shelly-Ann pulled out, and then in the 200 meter, again, we hear she pulled out. Talk about disappointment. The hope for Jamaica was that gold medal. Anything other than the gold medal in the 100 meter for men, Kishane Thompson, was going to be disappointment, not only for Jamaica, but for him himself. He said it in the interview. So I am not saying that we are disappointed in him. I am saying that we are disappointed for him. He is disappointed for himself too. He did not feel as if he did the best that he could have done. He said it himself. So I don't want anybody in my comment section to talk about the youth trying best. Yes, we know him trying best. Understand the word. Disappointed in versus disappointed for. That means you wish him the best. The same thing he wished for himself. But he will have other chances. Everything going well. Well, hear what? When you get that chance, you have to seize the moments. He did not seize that moment because of inexperience. The next thing that I was very, very disappointed in is the 4x4 mixed relay. And also the fact that, first thing first, we did not qualify to even have a team for the men 4x400 meter relay. Because the people that won come first, second, or third, some of them withdrew. Some of them were going to focus on the individual 400 meter. The same thing in the 4x4 mixed relays. Women and men. The women decide that they want to seek individual medals. Well, guess what? None of them really did well. Probably out of the 6. Men and women, 3 women, 3 men, maybe one of them qualified, or me not really know the result. But we see that and we know that none of them probably won't get any sorts of medal. So that is the first thing. That is one of the things that bothers me most of all. Is that there is no sorts of camaraderie. There is no sorts of sacrifice everybody wants for self, and I understand everybody wants their individual achievement, because if it works out, then you can go on the circuit. You will make money at each of these Grand Prix or whatever they call them. However, you have to know yourself. You have to look at the best interests in what is the best possibility, best way for you to get a medal. Jamaica, in return, getting a medal from your performance. So people on a whole, where I hear people I say it look like them over Jamaica, and I say the same thing. in a video that I did yesterday. And people, I do not believe in Obia. You know that I don't believe in Obia. So therefore, for that one jackass, I gotta tell me, say, oh, you talk about Obia. Bitch, you don't understand when somebody just a joke. So at the end of the day, this is for me the most disappointing Olympics that I've seen since maybe about 2004. We've been on a high. This is probably the lowest that we've seen for more than one reasons. Some of them because of natural occurrence, meaning that injury. Some of them because of bad planning, and some of them because of sacrifice. Some of them because of selfishness. People are putting self, and like them said, there is no sorts of I in team. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.